Last week in the booth with me is none other than the new Brian. Brian, welcome to the CSBA. Thank you for stepping up. How are you doing, man?
Hey, I'm doing great tonight. How are you?
Pretty good. I'm excited to see these two teams come out. You know, we got stars like XR3. We got Greco. She dropped 32 a couple weeks back. What are some keys that you're looking forward to tonight?
Some keys for IU is the bench stepping up. Got to have a big bench game from them. Um, we got to knock down the shots and play some good defense. They have really good shooters, so they got to keep the shooters uncomfortable and keep them moving.
Absolutely, and I couldn't agree more with you. And I think it's going to be a depth game for both teams. They're both really loaded well, but I think the rotations, as long as they stick together, because Oregon State has the likes of Laga and GP3 on the bench. If they can kind of manage those and get things going, I'm excited to see what Oregon State can rebound. I mean, they led much of that game against UConn last week.
Oh, they sure did. Yeah, that bench is so good.
Absolutely. We see lefty right fouling the Indiana player there. Number 23, T. Lowe, who's been playing pretty good. Blue chip multi-positional D. I know you're newer to the CSBA, but that's an unconventional arc, which I'm pretty happy to see, though. I love seeing players test new arcs out. And this is one I know Berto of UConn and a couple of other have it. It's a lockdown defensive arc to have.
Yeah, you always got to have a good solid defensive player. Keeps them moving and kind of pumps everybody else up with how good their defense is.
Absolutely, and I think with the addition of Tanner Quirk on this team, Dre Sykes, T-Lo, Dre Lyles, Ian Gish, I think this team's in a much better spot than last year. They were really squared away last year, and they were really tough. And then Ace came in the offseason. He put in a whole bunch of work, and I'm just excited to see. And then, of course, they have Basketball Jesus and Rob Bass.
Oh, for sure. And Indiana's already jumping out to a quick 6-0 lead.
Absolutely. Turk Maverick up top, setting a screen right there for Smith, who takes his three ball
shot.
up top. Missed shot. Rebound by Turk Maverick. Nice offensive putback there, Brian.
What a big board.
Absolutely. Turk Maverick known for doing that. He's just an offensive rebounding fiend, I guess you could say, averaging just under 9 rebounds a game. Again, it's still early. It's the last game of our non-conference schedule.
Working the ball towards the middle.
See Gish up top with Smith passing it.
Ooh, contested shot.
Tough shot there. Nice rebound there by Turk Maverick. Going to lefty right, passing it to Smith. No good. Nice pass there. Offensive rebound by XR3, Brian. You got to love when your point guard is giving you offensive rebounds, huh?
I know, it's not a very seen thing. It's very good to see.
Yeah, especially with XR3. I know him. I know the player who made him. It's definitely something he'll probably talk about. And you see Turk Maverick with the pull-around shot. No good in the post. Tanner Kirk bring the ball back up. Taking the screen from Matthew Owsley. Looks like they got a mismatch down there. Owsley's on the 2. Going right back up. Decides to do the hook shot. And it's good.
Good hook.
Indiana, like you just mentioned, Brian, up 8-2 against Oregon State.
Yeah, they're playing really well right now. Working the ball. They just got to get some defensive rebounds and not allow the offensive boards.
Yeah, I mean, I think you definitely have to be careful. I mean, like we were just talking about, it's nice when Oregon State, when their point guard gets the offensive rebound, but you got to be careful. You see XR3 with a tough shot.
Ooh.
Wow.
That was a good shot. Very contested. Way to knock it down.
Yeah, it's one of those shots where the coach, you love them when they make it, but if they don't, you kind of, maybe a couple extra minutes there on the bench. But regardless, good shot by XR3. We saw that a lot last year for them on Oklahoma State.
Way to create space and pull that up.
Back shot. Nice move there, Brian.
Very nice move. Created that space with a little jab and then just went right up with it.
Yeah, right against lefty right. A lot of teams seem to go against lefty right for some reason. I'm not sure why. Again, as we see XR3 getting hot here, scoring the last 4 points for Oregon State. As we see the players getting ready to check in. Timeout for Indiana. They are up 10-6. Again, bench players are about to check in. We will be right back with you, CSBA, on Twitch. We'll be right back in less than 30 seconds. All right, and we are back. Brian, again, we're just seeing the bench players, rotational players, sorry, checking back in for both teams. What are some things you liked the first 3 minutes that we saw here from both sides? My apologies there. I seem to always mute myself. I got a little lover of tech on me. I see Indiana with the rotational player hitting the shot there. Brian, what are some things you're liking from both sides here the first 3 minutes? As we see Indiana bring the ball up, Rob Bays getting a rip, deciding to go back up, taking the shot and getting the foul there. Dedrick Law with the foul on Basketball Jesus. Are you still with me there, Brian?
Yeah, sorry about that, but yeah, both teams are firing on all cylinders and
All
shooting
good,
the
man.
ball really well.
Yeah, definitely with the rotational players coming in. It's interesting to see. I mean, we just saw both of the rotational players. I mean, especially Rob Bass. I mean, it's easy to forget a lot of these players who are in here. I mean, shout out to Grey Coast, big-headed Derek, Ace, Misfit. Rob Bass started for this team last year. I think having someone like that coming off your bench is invaluable.
Some veteran leadership. It's always good.
Absolutely, as we see him hitting the first one at the line, going up here for the second, trying to extend the lead for Indiana from 13 to 6, making that an 8-point lead. Very good shooter last season. I think he'll probably do the same as he goes ahead and hits the second here. From some of the things you looked at, I know you and I were talking pregame, Brian. What are some things you think Oregon State can do to keep the lead? I mean, they had the lead almost all game against UConn and just kind of fell short at the end. What are some keys you would like to see for them?
So a few things that I noticed was that their keys to win is they got to play really tough defense.
Mhm.
Um, they have to knock down the open shots, and then they have to keep Geckos off the rebounds.
Mhm. Absolutely. It looked like Turk Maverick was at the 4 last week against UConn. UConn's a bigger team. They do run the 5-out scheme. That has given a lot of teams difficulty. You see Dre Sykes with the shot there. No good. Nice screen there set by Lenny Lyons. You see Talalaga bringing the ball up. 3 minutes past here. Go right to Kimbrell bringing it
Oh,
down.
big dunk.
Big fast break dunk. Transition offense for Oregon State. You don't see it all that often, but that was pretty impressive.
Just to get open and just get out and run. It's always huge. It's always an added factor to the game.
Absolutely, we see Rob Bass missing the hook shot. Bass is more of a shooter, but regardless, good shot there. As we see Watkins passing it to GP3. Looks like calling for a post in here by Kimbrell. Going right up at him, going and bringing it
Oh,
down in a nice
great
move.
move.
Great body control there, Brian.
Oh, that was great. Could not have executed that any better.
Yeah, I know you and I were talking a little bit. Post moves like that, things like that, they really fires up the team when your rotational players are doing that.
Yeah, seeing the bench perform well is always great, especially for the starters to come back in. They could just continue the momentum and get everything rolling and just keep it firing on all cylinders.
Absolutely. We see the offensive error called by Clone. I'm not sure if he was sitting in the paint too long. I definitely have to review that as a lock. Passing it to Kimbrell, going right to Dedrick Law. Trying to run a 4-5 action here. Kimbrell going right at Lenny Lyons. Lyons is a really great defender. Not the best move in my opinion, but he's still going right back at him. 2-1. Post, fadeaway, very Josh Smith-like, but no good there. Rebound by Indiana. Going right to Rob Bass, bringing it
Oh,
down. Oh my goodness, what a dunk!
wow.
That is why we call him Basketball Jesus, Brian. Again, a phenomenal player, so low key. You don't expect wild plays like that, but nice play for sure.
Good defense turned into great offense right there. That is beautiful to see.
I mean, I talk about that a lot with all of my broadcast partners, Jeff Mel, Nighthawk, Wired. I mean, it's so good that you said that. I mean, they play great defense there. They forced a tough shot, and they just got great transition offense here. As we see, Indiana's keeping the lead here. Only it's cut down from 4 to 4 from 6. Let's see what we can do here. It was 1:54 left in the first quarter.
Still a lot of ball game left.
Certainly is. Again, rotational players, things coming in and out. We'll definitely see how that comes together as we see Alaga bringing the ball up. I'm sorry, Watkins bringing the ball up. Again, looks like they're not attacking post. They're going right up at him, and it falls out. Kimbrell with the offensive rebound, passing back out to GP3, and he hits it. You were just talking about offensive rebounds, but that time it went in Oregon State's favor.
Yeah, the defense has to step up and box out and get those rebounds to stop the second chance points because that's what's going to hurt them. They've had a couple second chance points opportunities that have
Yeah.
turned out well in their favor.
Yeah, great point. And what's scary again, CSBA, Turk Maverick, who was top 5 in rebounding last season for Oregon State. Really, I think he has 1 or 2 rebounds, and Oregon State's actually doing all that well without him doing that. See Rob Base trying to go up on him, stuck up there, passing it to Lenny Lyons. We've seen a lot of 4-5 action here. Crone passing it to Lyons, who passed it to Lyles, back up top. Dre Sykes, he's got 3 seconds here. He's going to have to take a tough shot. Deep 3 ball, no good. A rebound there by Watkins. Oregon State is pushing the transition offense. Has Kimbrell down low, going right back at him. Crone with the great defense. Nice rebound there by Crone. Bringing the ball up there. Again, both these teams are running right now. They do decide to slow it down, though.
Yeah, they're keeping it moving, keeping the pace going. Just good shot right there.
Yeah, tough basket there by Crone. A big reason for this turnaround again. Nice tough shots like that. Able to extend the lead to 19-4 for Indiana, 5-point lead. As we see the
Great
tough block by
good
Lenny
defense.
Lyons. But of course, Kimbrell is right there for it. Another play that he's just a dog, and he gets the and one opportunity there.
What an animal. The second chance points are catching them.
Certainly is. Kimbrell, a great player. Signing for this Oregon State team. Kimbrell is averaging 4.5 rebounds per game, 5 assists, again at the 4 position. So I like to preface those sort of things. That really doesn't happen all that often. And he's actually their leading scorer as well, so he's playing really well off the bench for this team. As you see Dre Sykes bringing the ball up, pass it to Crone, deep 3 ball. Nice shot there, didn't go his way. James getting the defensive rebound, pushing to GP3. Great body control, they keep it on his back, but decides not to take advantage of that. Going right at Kimbrell, who had that nice and one opportunity, going right back up. Looks like he's got a point guard on him. Is he going up? He is. Housley with the good contest, but he makes it tie game here. 8 seconds. Housley passing it to Crone. He's bringing it up all the way. Got to take a quick shot here if you can. James playing great defense. 3, 2, 1, and he misses it. 19-19, Brian. We've got a fantastic game again. First game in the booth. Thank you for joining me, CSB. We will be right back with you. CSBA, we are right back with you, 19-19. Both of these teams are tied up. I'm assuming here, Brian, with the timeout, the TV timeout, we're going to get some starters back into the game. I think, and I'd love to hear your take on this, the starters their minutes tiered towards Indiana, Oregon State's bench tiered toward them, so it's definitely going to be interesting to follow how that goes here.
Yeah, for Oregon State, the bench is playing a big factor. Bench came in, got on a hot roll and just kept it going. Let's see if the starters can come in and keep that train rolling and hopefully take the lead.
Absolutely. You see Dalton Smith getting the switch down there with lefty right. Foul by Greatcoats. I do like that because lefty right was getting ready to post up the Indiana defender there. Tanner Quirk, the transfer from Wisconsin. Again, Quirk, I really think he's a big pickup for Indiana.
Oh, yeah, it's always good to have a player like that. That's awesome.
Absolutely. You see James on the outside. Playing great defense there, again by T. Lowe. Tough shot by James. Turk Maverick, another offensive rebound. You mentioned it. Foul there by Greatcoats. Turk Maverick is a bundle to handle as he gets the foul opportunities and a great free throw shooter as well.
Gotta clean up that rebounding. That's the most crucial thing. The second chance points always get you.
Yeah, again, Greatcoats is playing well, averaging 7 rebounds per game. It's not a stat that really blows your mind, but it's definitely something you kind of want to not focus on rebounds, in my opinion, for this game. Kind of just focus on keeping Turk Maverick out of the way. Let Matthew Housley, let the other players like Rob Base, Adam Crone, let them get the defensive rebounds and just kind of stick with your game. I definitely think that's something they had to plan for.
Oh, for sure.
Absolutely. We see Turk Maverick there hitting the first shot again. Turk Maverick is a fantastic free throw shooter, shooting a solid 100% from the line through 2 games, and he continues that streak right there. 21-19 lead. Indiana was up 6 points at one time, and now they are down by two. Tanner Quirk bringing the ball up, guarded by XR3. Looks like they're trying to get the 1-5 pick and roll. Getting a little bit of separation there. Owsley getting the offensive rebound against Turk, going right back up
And
and
one.
one. Nice play there, Brian.
Oh, it was very good play. Way to track the ball, get the rebound, and go up strong and draw the contact and finish it.
Yeah, I know. Again, as a basketball aficionado like myself, and you and I were talking about this a little bit before we went live. Body control is really important. Owsley was able to, after he set that screen, get in front of Turk. Planted his body, and he's just in perfect position for that offensive rebound.
Body control is so crucial.
It really is. He converts the and-one XR3 with a big screen, taking advantage of it. Defender fell back, hits the three. Oregon State is back up two.
That's great recognition to use that screen and know when to shoot it.
Absolutely. Ian Gish passing it to T-Lo, going back to Gish. It looks like they're trying to attack the post yet again. They decided against it here. 10 seconds. Tanner Quirk up top by GP3. Getting the switch here by Greco's lefty-right play defense. 3-2 blocked by Turk Maverick.
Good defense.
Again, Turk Maverick is an animal. The Louisville player from season 1. Played really well for Oregon State last season, leading them to a deep playoff run. Let's see what he can do here. As he left-right with the pass to XR3. No good. Tough shot there.
Good way to box out and keep them off the glass. Good movement.
Oh. Tough take there by Ian Gish, Brian. You got to get that if you can. He's definitely going to be doing that a whole lot as he gets back to practice. Regardless, though, they're only down two. Definitely still time to fight here.
For sure. Plenty of time left to keep battling. Open three. Knocked down.
Again, we talk so much. It's always funny when I see that. Turk is such a monster in the post and offensive rebounds and assists and blocks, but he can hit threes again, as we just saw that against Owsley. Let's see if they do continue to attack that.
Man of many skills.
Yes, many skills, and he's going to be getting lots of awards here as we kind of close out his career. Now a junior, which is hard to believe. XR3 guarded by Tanner Quirk at the post. XR3 is not afraid to go at people here in the post. Definitely something to look out for. Dalton Smith passing to left to right, going to XR3. He's taking 2 or 3 shots this half. Going to James. He's got 2 seconds to be forced into a tough shot. T-Lo playing great defense. Shot is off. No good there. Good rebound by Tanner Quirk. Great defense by Indiana. T-Lo getting the ball from Quirk. Fast break basketball, Brian.
Oh, you could not have executed that any better. Such great defense to force a last-second shot and then way to turn it into transition 3.
Absolutely. XR3 going right at Turk Maverick. We just saw him hit that big 3 there, going against Owsley, who's again a great defender, not known for his offense, but Owsley, regardless, led them to a great season last year. XR3, again, great defense by Indiana. 2 seconds, deep 3, and he hits it. Woo!
Man, that was a deep one. It was a great shot.
That's Steph Curry range right there, Brian. Definitely a great shot there. Again, he was part of that dynamic trio of Trey Upton, him, and Kareem Biggums. Decided to transfer, though. Good passer. Quirk low, no good. Greco's, who had 32 points in the last exhibition shot, going up over lefty right. And they're fighting. Indiana's still down 3, but they are fighting against Oregon State.
Oh, for sure. Both teams are starting to get the offensive rebounds.
Oh, my God, Brian. Matthew Owsley.
What a block.
Brian, I told you he was good at defense, but I didn't expect something insane like that. Good Lord Almighty. Somebody arrest this man as he gets the rebound. Greco's passing it to Lowe there. Indiana's down 3.
Somebody should check that backboard to see if it's broke.
I know. Where's Shaq at, man? Unbelievable. As we see Lowe getting his own rebound there. Ian Gish on the outside. He's been relatively quiet. Getting the screen from Greco's, getting the switch, almost shot that, decided against it, go right back up his lefty right, blocked by Turk Maverick. Lowe getting the rebound, no good. Matthew Owsley, it's a battle in the centers, and it's blocked by Turk Maverick again. Brian, wow.
The defense in this game is awesome. I love a good defensive battle.
Yeah, I mean, we like to see these games, it's 90 to 85, and it's close games, everything like that. But we're just seeing, rough, nitty-gritty teams like Indiana fighting against, again, another rough, nitty-gritty team in Oregon State. These teams are not sexy by any means. They're not going to be like Oregon State, for example, or UConn, where there's so much talent, they're going to fight for every basket. They're going to play tough defense.
Oh, for sure. Good physical game. It's always so fun to watch. Love a good defensive physical game.
Absolutely, Brian. Here, a quick question to put you on the spot here with 30 seconds. Indiana's down 3. What can they do to take this lead back here for the last 3 minutes before the half ends, or before we go into the halftime break?
They should keep crashing the offensive glass. They just had a possession where they had a couple offensive rebounds in a row. It may not have ended how they wanted, but the chance for the second chance points is always great. Way to reset, keep the ball moving, and try to just find the open guy and catch a good rhythm.
Do you like them with their transition offense? We haven't seen it a lot, but I mean, I think they've done pretty decent. Do you think they need to go to that, or can just kind of stick to the nitty-gritty, Memphis Grizzlies grit and grind?
They were so good in transition so far that they should keep the transition going and look for those quick, easy buckets.
Absolutely. Talk about a quick, easy bucket. We just saw that from Rob Bass, who played great defense because it's
Ooh.
Laga. Again, easy to forget because XR3 starting. Laga and Gary Payton both spent time starting here last year for Oregon State. This team is loaded at the point guard position. We see Lyles ripped out there. A great defense by GP3. 32 to 29 here, 254. Turk Maverick is now guarding Lenny Lyons. Owsley's out of the game. He was pretty hot there, Brian, for a minute. I'm surprised they took him out.
Yeah, I am too.
And we just saw that ferocious dunk. I mean, I think Maverick got 3 alone this quarter. Owsley had that insane dunk. And we see Indiana taking the deep 3 ball. No good. Rebound there by Turk Maverick. The freight train bringing it up, going to Watkins. Deciding against, okay, going right back up to Kimbrell. We saw him playing really well in the first quarter. Guarded by Adam Crone. Turk Maverick trying to get the rebound. No good. Rob Bass is in transition offense mode. Decides against Rob Bass. Oh, I'm sorry.
And one.
Lenny Lyons. We're seeing a lot of highlight play here. I'm used to saying, Rob Bass. I apologize there. Lenny Lyons, great A1 opportunity, and he can very well tie this game up.
That's the transition we just spoke about. They got the ball, took off, ran with it in transition, found the open cutter in the middle for the easy and one opportunity.
Absolutely. I'll show love to chat. T-Slimy22. What's your player name? I'm trying to get better here. Grey Coast is Grey Coast for Indiana. We got my boy Wired. Props to the broadcast team. Brian, again, you're doing great. We're happy to have you. We got CFAHL10. What's up to you? Grey Coast again. Psycho Sid. Michigan State power forward, big-headed Derek. I don't remember your player. Voodoo's the head coach of Texas. Anybody else I may have missed, thank you for supporting. We're almost at 40 here. Let's keep shooting it up. We're having a fantastic game here. As you see, great defense by Indiana again. Lenny Lyons wasn't able to convert that and one opportunity, but again, they're still very much in. There's 2 minutes left as they go to Rob Bass here. And he draws the foul on Jalen Watkins. Again, Watkins is a small forward. Rob Bass is one of those weird arcs, almost like a Draymond. He can play the 5, his position is the 4, and he can guard the 3, and he just drew that foul there.
Yeah, having a player like that's awesome because, if it's even close to that, like a Draymond-esque type, it's like a Swiss Army knife, can do it all.
And again, I mean, shout out to Wired Nighthawk. When I came into the broadcast booth last season, just doing color, they told me about Basketball Jesus. I'm like, oh, okay, maybe that's a corny nickname or something. But he really, I mean, we saw that thunderous dunk in the first quarter. He is definitely dubbed that as he hits that first free throw.
Oh, yeah, that's probably one of the best nicknames.
Absolutely. Again, we got Toy in here, Rapid Raccoon, Cash Packs. I love the support, guys. We appreciate you all being in here. Rob Bass going up for the second free throw shot, and he misses it. Tie ball game again here. Good rebound by a Turk. Watkins guarded by Sykes there. Looks like he's going to Crone.
Good defense.
Steal there by Crone. Great defense, like you said. Passing it outside to Sykes. And he steps out of bounds. I think I saw a little bit of water over there, maybe some sweat. Tough play there for sure, Brian.
Oh, yeah, you cannot afford to give up opportunities like that.
Absolutely. You see, it looks like Kimbrell is checking in for Turk Maverick. I like the call there. Almost 1 minute and 30 seconds left. No need to do anything crazy. Tie ball game here. As you see GP3 getting the screen from Kimbrell. Switch there. Going up against Rob Bass. Kimbrell getting the offensive rebound again with the switches. He gets a smaller defender on him. Takes advantage of it. Misses against Lyles, who's bringing it up here Got Kimball on him again. A reverse here. He's got the power forward on him now. They could go to Rob base. They choose. They don't. He takes a deep three-pointer,
Tested.
contested him. No good there. Tough shot there, Brian.
Some good transition going here. Oh,
Absolutely.
decided to back it out.
Yeah, definitely interesting call here. Laga with the deep three. No good. Rebound there by Diedrich Law over Sykes. Um, it's a interesting move here. I would have liked to maybe see them attack him in the post. They are do decide to do that. They're getting the switch back. Maybe GP3, one of the smaller defender, taking another deep three. No good. Rebound there by Indiana with Lyles. Lyles is passing it to Sykes. 49 seconds left. He's got GP3 on him, going up for the layup, and they take a 2-point lead here, Brian.
Way to push it there. Always attack. You could finish the layup, or you could even draw the and one in that opportunity. It's always good to attack the rim.
Yeah, I mean, I say this all the time. If your shots aren't falling, attack the basket. Force the opposing team to foul you, or force them to make a tough basket. You'll get your shots going eventually. We'll see Indiana with another steal here. Crone going to the outside, pass to a wide open Sykes. He's got an open three ball, and he hits it. Indiana taking a 5-point lead here with 18 seconds left, Brian. Great play.
Oh, for sure. This is such great offense. Way to find the open corner three. Way to shoot that shot with complete confidence.
Absolutely. See Talalaga taking the double screen. He's got 2 seconds here. Letty Lyons is auto. Tough shot by Talalaga. Misses it here. No good. Indiana is up 37-32. CSBA, we'll be right back with you. We're going to check out some highlights here, and then Brian and I will bring you some analysis here. About 15 to 20 seconds. We appreciate you all. We'll be right back with you. Alrighty, Brian, as we look at GP3 here, what are some takes for you for both teams? I'll kind of talk about Indiana here, and then what are your takes on Oregon State? I've kind of put you on the spot each quarter for this. They lost the lead. They was tied. They were up 32-30, and then Indiana ran a 7-2 run there. What can they do to kind of stop the runs that Indiana's making here?
Oh, they got to get back on defense. They're watching for the offensive rebound, even though it's been there. If they don't get it, it just leads to open transitions. So they just need to get back and try to stop the transitions. Now, on offense, I think they should just keep playing the post and keep trying to hammer it down.
Absolutely, great analysis. Again, CSBA, about to start the second half here. Rotations haven't been anything too crazy. Haven't seen anything to look out for here. I think this is going to be a game of back and forth. Again, I mentioned this earlier, and you and I were talking about it. This is a battle of just nitty-gritty teams here. They're not going to shoot a lot of threes. If anybody is, it's probably going to be XR3 here, who's taking the screen, not taking the screen from XR3, step back, decides not to take it. He has to pick up his dribble, pass to James at the top. 7 seconds here. Pass to Smith here. Decides to take it. Step back like you mentioned earlier. Nice move to create separation, but no good. Tanner Quirk with the rebound. T-Low decides. I would love to see them push the pace there. Decides against it. Decides to take a contested shot. Matthew Owsley with the putback.
Great recognition to crush that board there. Would love to, as you said, see them in transition more instead of pulling that back out to just keep pushing that ball.
Absolutely. And speaking of transition, XR3 in less than 8 seconds, he pulls the shot there, passes it to his shooting guard, gets the ball back, able to cut down the lead from Indiana to 4. Owsley setting the screen, pass to Greco again with that 30-point game earlier this season. Nice move there, great ball movement.
That was a great backdoor cut there, and good recognition to find the cutter for the easy layup.
Absolutely. See James up top, passing it to XR3. No, they decided not to. He was open there for a minute. Smith taking the contested shot, and he hits it. Are you kidding me?
That is a confident shot. Build your confidence off that.
I mean, wasn't even worried about it. Hit the 3 ball, walked back at it, and just did his thing. And we see a tough shot by Indiana. as they let it go out of bounds. I don't like these type of shots where you're kind of, you're not planted your foot. I mean, again, if it goes in, your coach, you're happy for him, but it's just not the best percentage shot you can take.
Yeah, forcing those threes that are deep and super contested aren't really the way to go. Try to work the ball. Try to find somebody get set footing.
Great point there. We see a 4-5 pick and pop action, left to right, no good. Good screen there by Turk Maverick. Gets his player's offensive rebound there, left to right, waiting for some type of movement here. I'm not quite sure. Had him open there for a second. He
Oh,
missed
had a
him.
man wide open.
Oh, you saw that too, huh? Decides instead of hitting the open man, taking a tough shot there, Brian. Not so sure I like that whole play there, just kind of waiting for something. And again, lefty right just decides to foul Tanner Quirk. Maybe a frustration there for taking a tough shot. Indiana, just like that, is back at the line. You and I have talked about this. If shots aren't falling, attack the basket, force them to play great defense. And if they foul you, take advantage of it.
Yeah, crucial part of that is knocking down the free throws. Gotta hit those gimmies.
Absolutely, and as you mentioned there, gimmies, Tanner Quirk, first 2 free throw opportunities here of the night, but he shot over 80% last season for Wisconsin. One of the most proficient point guards as well. As you see, misses the second, commentator curse, I apologize. Lefty right, getting the rebound here, guarded by Greykos, passing it outside to Smith. He's been quiet, and he drains it. I think that was a long 2, almost a 3 there, cutting the lead down to 2. Oregon State has been Oregon State has been very warm here at cutting the lead down to 2. I don't know what I'm saying. Brian, help me feel as kind of smart as I just butchered that entire sentence.
I got what you're saying. Yeah, they're starting to heat up. They're finding the open guys, and they've had a couple of those now where they just push the ball straight up, find the guy open in the corner for a knockdown shot.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned it. You would like to see offensive rebounds, tough physical baskets, and some threes as well. We've seen a little bit of all of that for Oregon State so far. As we see the Indiana player here going right at Smith here. Not the best opportunity. Owsley with setting the tough screen. Going up. Great defense by Turk, but he still hits it. Oregon State is not liking what they see there as far as defense. And it is back to a quick timeout here. We'll go right through this again, Brian. Indiana, I mean, props to them. Oregon State's making runs. Indiana is not giving up whatsoever. They're going right back at them. And they're going right back at Turk, which is their best player.
It's not something a lot of teams can do. Is just go straight at Turk. They're playing really confident and they are playing really well right now.
Alrighty, Brian, again, put you on the spot yet again. As we see a tough spot there, Dalton Smith. You were telling me you had a couple players on the sheet that you were trying to look out for. Who were some of those players and how have they done for you?
For IU, I was watching Ian Gish. Playing well. He's doing everything he can to help the team. And then I have Greykos. He is just out here doing his thing. And then, of course, for State, I have Turk, of course. Turk's out here just having another great game. He's battling on defense, getting his shots on offense, and just having a heck of a game right now.
Absolutely. Yeah, we see T-Low hitting the post-up shot on XR3. XR3 is cooking tonight. My goodness. He must have had some Wheaties for breakfast as he hits the shot. Again, Indiana's hitting shots. Oregon State is keeping the pressure on them. Foot is on the gas. As you see, Ian Gish, the man you were just talking about to look out for, taking the screen from Greykos. Another one you were just talking about, not getting the move, left to right with the defense. What the better shot by Greykos there.
The old school under scoop.
Yeah, it's a little bit of like 80s Boston basketball there. It's not something that looks the best, but it works as James. It's a contested three-pointer. Wow.
Perfect. That was a great shot.
I mean, these Oregon State guys, they are just not afraid to shoot. We just saw that earlier from Dalton Smith. Great pass there.
Great
Tanner
pass.
Quirk. Is that between the legs? Almost. by Matthew Housley. Indiana again extend the lead by 5. I talk about this a lot on Hawk Talk when I'm with the guys. Any team can win here. We're seeing that tonight as Matthew Housley, a great defense there on Diedrich Law.
Here's where we said to be good, pushing the ball in transition.
Absolutely, like you said, definitely something to look out for. Tanner Quirk bringing the ball up. He's got lefty right arm. Gracos has got a point guard or a shooting guard on. Decides to take it. I would have liked to see him attack it there, but he's a great shooter. Shooter shoot. He'll definitely get it going. As we see lefty right bringing the ball up past to XR3. Going to James, he passes Diedrich Law. He's pulling Owsley out of the paint. Definitely something to look out for. They're kind of going with the small ball lineup with Turk Maverick out. XR3, another tough shot. Oregon State, they just hit all of those. Wow.
Their three-point shooting right now is, especially in the second half so far, has been so good.
Yeah. And I mean, they're doing with their starting lineups. I mean, Talalaga and GP3 haven't even been in here yet. As XR3 passes it to James. Going back to XR3, open in the corner, and he decides to shoot it, and he hits it again. XR3 cannot miss. Oregon State takes the lead by 1.
Gotta ride the hot hand here. Keep feeding him the ball, keep freeing him up to get some shots up.
Yeah, I mean, XR3, I knew how talented he was. I was looking at him in the transfer market before I got Monte. Wyatt, we know what he can do. He can have games like this, and he's just great for the CSBA. He's just playing great defense again, getting the steal there. Nope.
Get there.
Shot clock violation. Great defense, though.
Way to have the quick hands to poke the ball free. That's just great defense.
Yeah, I think it's imperative, if you don't mind me saying, Brian, you can be a great offensive player, but the way you stand out in the CSBA is playing both sides, and that's what we saw from XR3 as he's taking a breather. Alaga and GP3 both check in.
Yeah, being able to do it on both sides of the ball is always such a huge asset.
Kimbrell with the point guard on him. Great defense by Sykes there. Nice defense. We'd like to see Kimbrell blotting him down, but decided not to, which is okay. Sykes going right back up a little bit faster, getting the shot. No good there. I like the shot that just didn't fall for him. Kimbrell bringing the pace up here. As we saw a couple of people, Mojo Rising, saying the pace in this game has been really great. As we see GP3 with the open 3. Brian, they could not miss from the 3 right now.
No, finding the open man and being able to knock down those shots had to be something that they've been just hounding all week in practice.
Again, I mean, as we see Watkins get the steal here, Oregon State's known for their grit, but they decided to pass it again to transition. Kimbrell to Alaga. They are having a great run right now. I think it's 8 straight points for them as they take a 6-point lead over Indiana.
Indiana's just got to get back on defense and try to limit the transition as much as possible.
Yeah, I mean, that was something that you were talking about for Indiana to kind of work on, transition defense and just playing great offensive rebounding and all that. Just it hasn't been going for me. As Sykes goes up, nice move. Way to protect.
Very good move. Such a good move there to attack the mismatch and way to finish with confidence there.
Absolutely, and a great job not losing the ball here. He put the ball in front of the defender, moved it away at the last minute. As we see Kimbrell here holding the ball, 3 seconds shot clock difference, maybe 2.5. My apologies. Kimbrell passing it, deciding not to have to take a deep shot here. Pull up basket, and he
oh my goodness.
Are you kidding me? What is happening? Indiana, Crow with the shot, gonna have to go. It's good if it goes, and no good. Oregon State is on a ferocious run here. CSBA, I think they've hit 6 or 7 threes alone in this quarter. We'll definitely talk about it. CSBA will be right back with you. On behalf of Brian and myself, we'll be right back. I'm not sure if you've watched any of our streams. We have a bone to pick with the State Farm assist of the game, but I think this is rather ironic, and I'm actually okay with this with how many 3-pointers they make. Alaga with the pass to GP3, or maybe that's XR3 again. They look so much alike. I do apologize. What would you grade that assist of the game with some of the plays we've seen?
I'd give that a pretty high grade. Just to keep the ball moving, and then the good recognition to find the open teammate right there to knock down a good three, to continue shooting the three that well.
Absolutely, and it's not like they're choking up a lot of them. It's an efficient rate as well. I'd say over 50% that quarter alone, if not higher, as we see Crone with the basket. Pass right to Turk Maverick by Kimbrell. You do not want to see that man get going when he's been pretty quiet, all things considered, tonight. It's definitely the last thing you want.
Yeah, that was great inside position there, and a good way to feed that ball right into the pocket to where he could go straight up with it.
Absolutely. See Crone taking the screen from Rob Bass. Tough shot there over Turk and Kimbrell and Watkins. Wow, we're seeing some circle shots going up, and they are going down.
We are coming down to the wire in the fourth. This is awesome basketball.
It really is. I mean, CSBA basketball, that's what it's all about. Kimbrell trying to do a fancy pass. Lenny Lyons is not having here. Sykes passing it to Lyles. Going up, a contested shot, no good. Oh, I would have liked to see him go up that. We see Watkins here. Great defense by Crone. Turk has it again, and he misses. I mean, maybe that's what they do. Let Turk, stop the threes and let their best player go. It's unconventional, Brian. What are your takes on that?
Yeah, definitely unconventional. They should just keep riding the three. They are knocking down that three ball and moving the ball really well to find the open guy.
You see Lyons with the post-up shot again. These, tough shots are just falling for both teams. Indiana has brought this back to a three-point deficit. They've been fighting all night long. CSBA will be right back with you here. Quick little TV timeout. Back here, we're clocking the timeout again. Fours in the chat, thank you, Great Ghost. We got Ziggy Pitts, Michigan State, Great Ghost Indiana again. T Slimy, I believe he's an Indiana fan, talking about him. Bojo from Georgetown. T Slimy again, Cash Bags, a couple other guys. We're sitting about 40 viewers. Brian, this game is insane. It's your first game in the booth. I'll ask you again towards the end, but what are your thoughts so far? This is a fantastic game, top 20 matchup.
Could not have picked a better game to start. This has been so back and forth, a game of runs, some great physical basketball, along with some great long-distance shooting.
Yeah, I mean, there's no lulls, no breaks for you. I'm putting you on the spot. These guys are putting you on the spot. I'm hoping you're enjoying it again. CSBA, give me some love in chat. Brian, I think you are the player for Duke, if I saw that correctly, or was that Kentucky?
Kentucky, yes.
Ooh,
I am a center for Kentucky.
Him in chat. FSU, we beat them, Brian, I appreciate you, but we're not going to do this anymore, okay?
Oh, dang. All right. It was fun while it lasted.
As we see Alaga passing to Turk Maverick, he takes a post shot, no good again. Maverick is struggling for the field. GP3, the offensive rebound, second of the night. Foul on Adam Crone. The point guard, second offensive rebound. If I'm Indiana, I am beating myself up over that. We've got four players who are all taller, more physical, and stronger than him. You just can't have that.
It's good to see a guard getting down there to do the dirty work,
It really is.
Pulling off some big man stuff out there.
Especially when you see Turk kind of staying out. I wouldn't say it's a 5-out offense Oregon State has. We've seen a lot of attacking the post, but he's definitely spreading the ball out, allowing for guys like this to do exactly what you just said.
It's the most crucial part of the game, knocking down free throws.
Absolutely, as you mentioned earlier, and I think I'm going to try to quote you here, they're called gimmies, and GP3 would agree with you as Oregon State's able to extend this to a 5-point lead. Sykes is bringing the ball up. Let's see what he can do here. Draw up a nice play. Maybe get Lyles going, or maybe Crone. A lot of opportunities here for Indiana if they can do it right. Adam Crone, they do have him here. They're trying to get it to Crone, it looks like here, Brian, but no luck.
No luck. They're playing good defense here, trying to keep him smothered and forcing the contested shot.
And exactly what they got. Turk and Maverick with the defensive rebound. Again, Oregon State, when they are dialed up on defense, they are great. As we see again, I think that was maybe Lenny Lyons who tipped the ball. Chrome got the steal. They're going to try a 3-5 pick and roll here. Lenny Lyons does have the point guard, or I'm sorry, that's a shooting guard, Jalen Watkins on him. See if he can back him down. Don't do the hook shot. I'd like to see just go right at him. He does. Great help defense by Turk Maverick there.
Yeah, would have loved to see him just go straight at him and attack with a little drop step there. Great defense.
Adam Crone, the small forward. I love when players like Rocky Davidson, up to no good, Shane Page. I love when small forwards, you know, it's a little prejudice because I'm a small forward. I love when they play just great defense there. As we see Oregon State forcing a turnover there on Indiana. Oregon State's kind of sticking to a 3-4, you know, back and forth, 3, 4, and 5-point lead as you see some of the rotational players come in.
Here's where it starts to get a little better with having the benches come in. See how the benches can really take effect here and give the starters a little bit of a breather to hopefully get them in with a couple minutes left to try to finish out the game.
Absolutely. Tanner Court going right past Turk Maverick. Get off me, bro, as he breaks the basket down over 3 Oregon State players. They are not giving up a 3-point lead for Oregon State. It's going to be Owsley against Maverick. I mean, like you said, it's interesting. 4 minutes. They're going to have to play the rest of the game out, I think, as Dalton Smith gets the basket over Ian Gish there.
Great recognition to find the cutter there. Good way to finish that.
Absolutely. Great point again, Brian. We appreciate you being here. Great coach. He can shoot the 3 here, left to right. Is respecting that. Not giving him an open lane. Going to Crone, who has the 3, and he hits it. Mojo Rising was calling that Indiana needed a 3. Mojo, maybe you need to talk a little more about what they need, because they went ahead and got that for you, man. What a play.
That was a big 3. Oh, you cannot have that.
I mean, that's good defense too, Brian. I mean, Matt Piazza didn't give him any room. Turk just created that when he did the post move there.
Oh, yeah.
Tanner Quirk again passing it to Greco's. Similar play, it almost looks like same side of the court, but they're deciding not to answer. Tanner Quirk's got Talal log on him, getting the screen. It looks like from Owsley. Going right at Maverick, decides against it. Pull up, no good there. Great defense by Alaga, forcing a tough shot. 4-point lead here. This is getting really close, as you mentioned. Going to left, right, and it's good. That could be a defleeting basket. I mean, Indiana, you got to score quick here.
That was tough to watch for IU. They found the open guy right there, just on the cut, and way to score in transition. Hopefully going into this timeout, they can figure out a little bit of a strategy to try to attack that and get them going.
Absolutely, and I was just going to ask you, we've seen, distributed well for Indiana. No one guy is really doing great. Crohn's hit some big shots. Burks played well. Who would you like to see? Who's on the court who needs to play better, or maybe for Indiana, who you want to see check in and kind of, try to cut this lead down? Who would you like to see, Blair?
I'd like to see them ride Gish a little bit and get him going a little more and try to get him to take over a little bit and finish out this game strong and lead this team,
Absolutely. You mentioned, again, a player that you wrote down that you're looking forward to seeing play. You get player of the game, and I think this is well-deserved. XR3 led them. I mean, it was a close game. XR3 had that 8 to 10 point run where he just did a little bit of everything. I think it's a well-deserved player of the game for Oregon State.
Hands down, knocking down every shot, playing with confidence, out there playing good defense, and doing it on both sides of the ball.
Absolutely. It looks like they're not changing any lineups. They're keeping them starters out for both sides. Greco's going right against lefty, right. I like this move. He's been shown to be their closer when they need it. Decides not to get it. Chrome going to Owsley, passing it back out to Gish. Good ball move, but nothing's happening here. It's going to be a deep shot. 2 seconds. It's super deep. Gish not able to hit it there. Tough play. Tough possession.
That was good defense.
Oh, my
turned into better offense.
Lefty right to Turk Maverick. That's a tough one, man. I mean, Indiana was playing great transition defense there, and just Turk Maverick just doing Turk Maverick things.
Yeah, that was a tough basket.
Absolutely. As we see Ian Gish deciding not to take the screen. He's got Owsley down there. He's able to get it to him. He does. Doesn't go up with it, though. Tough. Not sure I like that. Ian Gish forced into a tough shot. No good there. XR3 with the defensive rebound. Again, one of the better rebounding point guards we have. Passing out to James. Open for three, and he hits it. That very well could be the
Ooh,
dagger
that's a
here.
heartbreaker.
1:45 left here, Brian. Indiana hasn't had much ball movement here. I mean, they're gonna have to. I think they're gonna have to get threes here from here on out.
Yeah, you gotta set some off-ball screens to try to free up, the shooters, get them going.
Absolutely, as we see Braco's missed post-up shot against XR3. Adam Cohen bringing the ball down, getting the offensive rebound. Again, Indiana's fighting. It's a 9-point lead for Oregon State. Both starting units are out there. XR3, the player of the game, just ice in his veins. Hook shot, I'm sorry, not a hook shot, a floater off the backboard, and it goes in.
XR3 is having himself a game of a lifetime today.
He really is. Best game in his Oregon State tenure for sure. Again, played at Oklahoma State last season. As you see, a nice pass again from XR3 to Turk Maverick. It's a 13-point lead for Oregon State here.
Good way to feed the inside position there.
Sorry about that. I went mute there for
Oh,
a
you're
minute.
fine.
My
Sorry.
audio kind of messed up. My apologies there, gentlemen. XR3 bringing the ball up. 11-point game. It's just about all but over. If you're Indiana here, though, Brian, a lot of really great things you can work on as you get into conference play.
Yeah, you can take this game with a lot of confidence here.
Mm-hmm.
They, despite what the score says, they played a heck of a game and have a lot to build on practice this week to get ready for conference
Yeah,
play.
and sorry for interrupting you. I think Oregon State, again, to their credit, they're a top 5 team, no doubt about it, Brian.
Yeah, with what they've displayed today, they were back and forth, and then right in crunch time, turned it on and came up with a big win here and showed a lot of firepower.
Absolutely. Again, Turk Maverick had a great second half. XR3 had that fantastic 2 or 3 minute run there in the third quarter. Besides that run, I think it was an 8-point that he just hit a 3 ball, hit a 3 ball, hit a 2. That was really separation here for Oregon State. Again, the scores are flipped there. I do apologize about that. CSBA. Again, Brian, final takes here on the game. Um, what are you looking forward to here as we go into the second game? What did you like about this game? And how was your first game in the booth, man?
Couldn't have asked for a better first game in the booth. This game was back and forth pretty much the whole game. Um, Great offense and defense exhibition right here. Looking forward to hopefully having the second game be just as close. Um, Both teams have a lot of good to build on here.
Absolutely. In the second game, which Brian, I believe you're coming back in here with me. We're going to be in Providence, Rhode Island, as the Florida Gators face off against Providence. Have you had a second to check out either of those teams?
Just a little bit. I haven't been able to get too much depth.
Sure. I mean, two really great teams. I mean, David Ware took over for the Florida Gators, and then T. Harris is the new coach for Providence. I'm getting the black screen here, CSBA. I don't know why this always happens to me. I do apologize, though. Oh, there we go. I'll be look at the stats here real quick, if you don't mind, Brian. Um, just what sticks out to you? I know that I'm sure you and I are going to say the same thing, but I'd love to see what sticks out here for you if you're Oregon State.
Oregon State, yeah, I agree. We both probably looked at the same thing first. Is that 3 point
Yeah.
percentage? Shooting 61% from three.
Mhm.
It's just remarkable as a team. Couldn't ask for a better shooting night from them. Um, the fast break points, both teams did really well in fast break.
Mhm.
And with the 19 assists for Oregon State, they just moved the ball so well. And finding the open guy and sticking with it and knocking down those shots.
Absolutely, and I mean that's the real big difference maker. Field goal percentage 49 to 47, fast break a 2 point difference. Points in the favors towards Indiana. Everything else is just about a couple points difference. Again, I think that's a big difference here for Oregon State. Again, CSBA, on behalf of my man Brian, do you have anything else before we close out for this first game?
I'm just thankful for this opportunity and looking forward to build on it. And thank you guys for having me.
Hey man, CSBA will be back here in 20 minutes. Leave the channel open. We're again CSBA for season 3. We're not jumping channel to channel anymore. Stay here on Wired 71 channel. We'll be back with you in a bit.